And welcome back to WDEF News 12. This morning it's time for How Does Your Garden Grow? And if you've got a question concerning your garden, maybe your lawn, feel free to give us a call. 756-1212. Tim Holcomb joining us from the Holcomb Garden Center. 756-1212, and he will be glad to answer any questions that you may have. And we appreciate you stopping by here this morning.
Good morning, Brian.
And real quickly here, we've got hibiscus behind me, and this is...
That's a hibiscus, and we also have some mandevillas.
And what's so special about these, other than obviously the beauty of them?
Well, they're heat-loving summer tropicals. If you have a pool or a patio or porch that you want to just put a lot of color on, these do very well, and they'll bloom right up till cold weather.
All right. And they're awfully pretty, too. So
Very
let's go
pretty.
right into our phone callers this morning. Our first one is Cammie. Good morning to you, Cammie.
Good morning, and
Good morning.
thank you for taking my call.
No problem.
I have a two-parter question. I'm always hearing about acidy soils, alkaline soils.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm wondering, number one, how do you test and determine what kind of soil it is, and how often can you move a plant if you've got it in the wrong soil?
Okay. It's very easy to test. You can buy a pH meter, or you can buy the little strips, or you can bring a quart of soil into Holcomb's and we'll test it for you. And if it's too acid or too alkaline, the plant will not do nearly as well. It can't take up the food it needs. So it is important to get it in the right pH. And you can move a plant, ideally you put it where it's going to stay and leave it there, but you can move a plant every year if you need to, and it's best to do it when it's dormant in the winter.
Once again, we're answering your gardening questions this morning at 756-1212. Janet is our next caller. Good morning to you, Janet.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
I am having a real problem with ants in all of my flower beds and containers. Is there anything that you have that can control that?
Yes, ma'am. There are several sprays that will do a very good job on those. Typically, the ants are there after other insects. I would sure check your plants for aphids, because the ants are normally coming after aphids, and they are doing damage to the plant. So spray it with a good flower and rose spray. Should take care of the aphids and the ants.
Lynn joining us on the phone lines. Good morning to you, Lynn.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
I was wondering, on a weeping cherry, do you need to keep the limbs cut back when they start growing long? And also on the trunk, do you need to keep it clear up to where the weeping starts?
Yes, ma'am, you do. On a weeping cherry, they're grafted right at the top, and they'll look like an upside-down umbrella. Many times you will get a branch grow off the trunk, and that will grow straight up. That's a standard cherry. So anything on the trunk cut off, and anything below that graft cut off, but allow the weeping part to grow, and it can weep all the way to the ground, or you can trim it up just a little bit if necessary.
Myra is our next phone caller. Good morning to you, Myra.
Yes, I was wondering, what do you put on hydrangeas to make them blue and pink and purple?
Okay. To make them pink, you want to put lime around them. To make them really blue, put aluminum sulfate. And if you want them purple, just sort of mix it up. You can put a little bit of both around there. Or I've seen people do lime on one side and aluminum sulfate on the other and get sort of a combination.
Huh. Now, do you pick up aluminum sulfate there at your
Yes,
at Holcomb?
it comes in a small 4-pound bag. It adds the acidity and the aluminum to really make them blue.
Once again, we're answering your gardening questions this morning at 756-1212. That number again is 756-1212 there at the bottom of your screen there. Leon is our next caller. Good morning to you, Leon. Hi, Leon.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
you're not the guy I want to talk to. I know.
Okay, well, we apologize for that. Sorry about that. Alicia is our next phone caller. Good morning to you, Alicia.
Hi, good morning. I was just wondering, I have some angel trumpets. They're like trees, and they didn't come. I planted them last year, and they turned up real pretty, but they didn't come up this year. They didn't bloom.
Yes,
I was just
ma'am.
wondering what might have happened.
Well, we're technically too far north for those to be a hardy perennial. However, the last 4 or 5 years, they came back quite consistently. This past winter, however, we had about 18 days that never got above freezing, and many of them did not come back. We do have some more you can plant, and if you want to get them year after year, you can always dig them up and keep them protected, or just take a chance of them coming back.
So great questions coming in this morning. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. We're going to put the information on the screen where you're more than welcome to contact him and his wonderful staff at the Holcomb Garden Center. He's got 2 locations, one in Hickson along Highway 153. You can call 877-8782, or you can stop by the Battlefield Parkway location. You can call 706-861-4769, or look them up on the web at holcombgc.com. And don't forget to sign up for the weekly newsletter. We appreciate you swinging by.
Thank you, Brian.
All right, folks, we'll take a short break. We have a lot more to come here on WDEF News 12 this morning.